Good morning. For Traders Exclusive, this is George Kachuk with RCM Wealth Advisors, reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Well, let's talk about the equity markets. A little bit of divergence going on here, meaning the NASDAQ composite is above its 50-day moving average, continues to act very well, as do the small caps and micro cap stocks. The Dow Jones and the S&P 500 is below its 50-day moving average and still hasn't been able to kind of make a decisive move to the upside. As we recall, the markets hit a bottom at about February 9th, rebounded from there, and then kind of had another little downturn March 2nd. And since then, the NASDAQ has done pretty well, but again, I'm saying the S&P 500 and the Dow not so good. But one group of stocks that really one should pay attention to that's doing extremely well, not caring about what's going on with the noise in the news media about trade wars, etc., what's going on in the White House, are growth stocks. And specifically, none of these stocks I'm going to mention are trade recommendations. You should always consult your financial advisor if any of these stocks are for you. However, these are some of the stocks we're trading in and out of, and they're doing very well. And a few weeks ago, I talked about relative strength, and these stocks are also showing high relative strength. If you look at their charts, they don't look anything like the chart of the S&P 500 or the Dow. So specifically, to give you a few names, you can look at Micron Technologies, moving into new highs. That symbol's MU. You have stocks like Twitter, TWTR, also moving into new recent highs, again, unaffected by the downturn. Other software stocks like Nutanix and TNX, pretty much gone straight up since that, I think about March 2nd or even a little earlier off the February 9th low, just continues to power higher. You have Splunk, symbol SPLK, another stock hitting new highs. And again, if you look at that chart, when the market was plunging, this chart was just moving sideways. And then with just the market let up a little, it just shot straight up. Stocks like Grubhub, GRUB, also making new highs. Ring Centrals, that's symbol RNG, or Match.com, symbol MTCH. Now, the bellwethers in this market also are stocks like Amazon, AMZN, Netflix, NFLX, just a few points off its highs, and NVIDIA, NVDA. So you can also keep your eye, just take a look at these stocks and see, tells you what the mood of the market is. As long as these stocks continue to do well, this market will continue to do well if you're in the select stocks. Some other software stocks are stocks like Altasian, that symbol is TEAM, also moving to new highs, and coming off the bottom off a new base, long-term base, is Palo Alto Networks, symbol PANW. Now again, none of these are buy recommendations, but I just want to give you a flavor of the type of stocks that, these are the so-called growth stocks that are doing well in this market. Now, if you need to get some ideas, a good place to start is Investors Business Daily. They have an index called the IBD 50. That so far is outperforming the NASDAQ since the start of the year and outperforming the NASDAQ even since the February 9th bottom. And that index is called the IBD 50, and that's 50 growth stocks that they highlight every weekend in their newspaper. So, things may change on any given day. The market continues to give us new information. That's why you're always going to let price and volume be your guide. Forget about the news, watch that price and volume, and have a great trading week. This is George Kachuk, RCM Wealth Advisors, telling you to have a great week.